Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 13th of August 2024. Now the prices of Bitcoin on the global cryptocurrency market, guys, has marginally pumped up, but it's going to be really interesting to see what happens towards the rest of the day. Now in today's episode, guys, we're going to be touching on quite a lot of news, and one of the news is regarding institutional investors, and looks like they are not buying a lot of stable coins, and because of that, the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies may not be pumping up. But these are just speculations, isn't it? But I'll definitely go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now, so far as Bitcoin is concerned, guys, unfortunately, it is not looking good for miners, and Bitcoin miners have hit the lowest in 2024. So in today's episode, I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on some numbers. Now, this is only because of Bitcoin halving, isn't it? And every time there is a halving, guys, this is followed by a lot of bloodbath for the Bitcoin miners, because it's pretty simple, isn't it? More miners want to go ahead and accumulate the remaining Bitcoin, and because of that, the cost increases. So we'll definitely go ahead and take a deep dive into this. Now we do have some really interesting news all the way from Turkey, guys, and looks like they're taking leaps and bounds so far as cryptocurrency adoption is concerned. And there's a report which is published that actually states that 47 companies are trying to make a move in Turkey, and this is because of new regulations. And Turkey's Capital Market Board, also called a CMB, they have updated the crypto as a service provider following new regulations. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now look, guys, I've not been covering quite a lot of news regarding meme coins, isn't it? But today, guys, we'll definitely go ahead and look at a new meme coin, that is PlayDoge and MPEPE. And could it be possible that they might be heavily competing with Pepecoin and Dogecoin? Only time will tell, because they have attracted over $10 million in just a matter of few hours. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now look, guys, one of the most important features of blockchain technology is that it cannot be halted, isn't it? But unfortunately, it looks like one of the blockchain protocol called as Canto Blockchain, they have been down since the 9th of August, and Canto, guys, is a layer 1 blockchain. Now they definitely made quite a lot of news in August of last year, and the total value locked did actually surpass $200 million in March, but the total value locked has died down from $200 million to $13.7 million. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss what is going on and why they have decided to go ahead and stop producing block. Now this is definitely not good for the cryptocurrency world, isn't it? It just means one thing, guys. There is a centralized entity going ahead and making the decision. So these are some macro level news, guys, we'll cover in a Crypto and Coffee at 8 podcast. Now earlier today, guys, Dubai's VARA, that is Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, they have gone ahead and identified 8 distinct virtual asset activities. So what I'll do is, I'll briefly run through the 8 areas, and if you do need any consultation, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. So quite a lot to cover, guys, in today's episode. And like we do in every Crypto and Coffee at 8 podcast, we will be looking at 2 news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news has to do with Dubai, and this is to do with DMCC, that is Dubai Multi-Commodity Center, and they have published a report that is H1 2024, and they talked about cryptocurrency, technology, energy and services related to ecosystem expansion. Now the report, guys, covers quite a lot of things, but what I'll do is I'll only talk about news regarding cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology and artificial intelligence, but I'll definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and read through the entire report. Now the second news, guys, is to do with artificial intelligence, and the Dubai International Chamber supports UAE-based Mirana, and they have a collaboration with Vietnamese technology company called as FPT, and looks like they're catering to Emiratis, so definitely positive news. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. So quite a lot to cover, guys, in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media, guys, is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing and hosting training workshops, seminars and community events that educate, inform and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now guys, since they've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, the global cryptocurrency market, guys, right now is at $2.13 trillion. And since the last 24 hours, it is marginally up by 0.45%. Now, what is really crucial to check, guys, what happens over the next coming days, because that would give us an idea on which direction the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is moving, because there are news speculating that Japan, they may no longer be increasing the interest rate, and will Federal Chair Jerome Powell and FOMC meeting take a similar approach? We'll just have to wait and see. Now, so far as the total cryptocurrency market volume is concerned, it is definitely pumped up since the last 24 hours. To date is at $78.2 billion, and if you look at it from a percentage point of view, guys, it is up by 76.20%. This does not make quite a lot of sense, because yesterday's numbers, guys, mostly had to do with Sunday, isn't it? And that is because when I record this podcast, guys, it is technically Monday, but it is still Sunday in most of the Western countries, isn't it? Now, so far as the volume in DeFi is concerned, it is absolutely horrendous, well below the $4 billion mark. It is only at $3.72 billion, and DeFi as of today, guys, is accounting for only 4.76% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, so far as the total value locked is concerned, looks like it is on a downtrend, and it is down to $84.78 billion, with Lido dominating at $26.22 billion. Now, so far as the decentralized to centralized exchange dominance is concerned, it is at 17.66%. Now, like I do in every Crypto and Coffee a Day podcast, guys, let me quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges. And look, guys, if you're someone who's using decentralized exchange on a daily basis, let's say to do any trades or to do any swaps, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com because I do want to get your feedback regarding the user experience. Now, so far as the 24-hour volume is concerned, Uniswap's volume is a little over the $1 billion mark. It is at $1.17 billion. PancakeSwap, guys, is at number 2nd. Its volume is $533.12 million. Orca is at number 3rd. Its volume is $530.82 million. Radium, guys, is at number 4th. Its volume is $351.5 million. Look, guys, when the cryptocurrency market crashed, and even when the stock market crashed, there was a massive anomaly which I noticed regarding Radium. Cause look, before that Radium was in the top 3, but looks like that definitely did not make any impact on Radium. Very strange anomaly, isn't it? Now the number 5th car since the last 24 hours so far as the 24-hour volume is concerned is Aerodrome, and its volume is $280.38 million. Now let me quickly run through the volume of stable coins. Now look, guys, the volume has definitely increased, but I'd really like to have seen the numbers much higher than that, because that would have given us an idea if the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are heading towards a positive direction. And later on, guys, I'll go and discuss institutions are not going ahead and seeking stable coins, and that is definitely not good, and that would negatively impact the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? Now, so far as the volume of stable coins is concerned, it is at $72.18 billion, and stable coins as of today, guys, is accounting for 90.29% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, so far as the volume of stable coins is concerned, it is needless to say that Tether USDT is leading the pack, and its volume is $59.57 billion, followed by Circle USDC, guys. Its volume is almost $7 billion, $6.91 billion to be precise. FDUSD is at number 3rd. Its volume is $5.19 billion. Now let me quickly run through the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now Bitcoin's market cap, guys, is exactly the same as yesterday. It is at $1.18 trillion. So it looks like since the last 24 hours, a lot of buying and selling is going on, isn't it? But so far as the market cap of Ethereum is concerned, it is definitely pumped up, and today it is at $323 billion. Now if you look at the 24-hour trading volume, guys, it is at $34.79 billion. Now when I did record my episode yesterday, guys, after that the prices of Bitcoin drastically went down, but it has been pumping up as well. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, if you go to CoinMarketCap or even buy a CoinGecko, there is an area where you can go and check how the prices have been reacting since the last few hours, and then you can also check it since the last 24 hours. That gives us an indication as to what is going on in the cryptocurrency world, isn't it? Now, so far as the 24-hour trading volume of Ethereum is concerned, it is a little shy of the $20 billion mark. It is at $19.90 billion. Now, the dominance of Bitcoin, guys, is at 56.40%, whereas Ethereum's dominance is down to 15.02%. Now, in today's episode, guys, I want to run through the market cap of interoperability protocol. And guys, I've released a standalone episode on interoperability, so please feel free to go and check it out, because we got and explain what interoperability is, why it is so important, and we also touch base on the importance of standardization and interoperability, and what role can artificial intelligence play so far as interoperability is concerned. And guys, I also got in touch base on how central bank digital currency could potentially work with open blockchain and quite a lot of other. Now, so far as the market cap of interoperability protocol is concerned, Quant is leading the pack, but its market cap is at $803 million. Now, I very specifically remember, guys, roughly around 2 months ago, the market cap of Quant definitely was over the $1 billion mark, isn't it? But looks like the market is not looking good for interoperability protocols. The second one is Wormhole. Its market cap is $571 million. Axelar, guys, is at number 3rd. Its market cap is $416 million. Layer 0 is at number 4th. Its market cap is $388 million. And finally, guys, at number 5th is Threshold Network. Its market cap is $241 million. Now, unfortunately, guys, since the last 24 hours, a lot of institutional investors have altered the accumulation of stable coins, and this has been happening since the last 48 hours. And because of that, the prices of Bitcoin definitely went down. And there is an analytical platform, guys, called as Lock on Chain. They have gone ahead and provide critical information. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, follow Lock on Chain and go through these numbers, because look, guys, the lack of institutional stablecoin inflows to cryptocurrency exchanges can actually signal a lack of buying pressure, isn't it? And the volume of stablecoins does gives us an indication of investor appetite for the underlying assets, and that is because stablecoins are the main on-ramp from fiat to cryptocurrency, which is used mostly by investors, isn't it? Now look, guys, it is really important to note that when the prices of Bitcoin did actually go down, when the prices of Bitcoin briefly went down below the $50,000 mark, Tether minted $1.3 billion, and the $1.3 billion were transferred to some of the most popular centralized exchanges such as Kraken, Coinbase, OKX, and because of that the prices did actually pump up. So these are things you need to factor as well. Now if you look at the price of Bitcoin, guys, it is at $60,315. I'm really curious to check how the market reacts in the next 24 to 48 hours. Now since the last 24 hours though, it is down by 0.11%, and as I mentioned earlier, guys, if you look at the prices of Bitcoin since the last few hours, it has definitely been pumping up, but since the last 7 days, it is up by 11.88%. Now the price of Ethereum, guys, is at $2,703, and since the last 24 hours looks like it has pumped up the most, it is up by 3.38%, and since the last 7 days it is up by 13.15%. Binance BNB Coin, guys, is at $522, and since the last 24 hours it is up by 0.28%. Since the last 7 days it is up by 14.04%. Now later on, guys, I'm definitely going to touch base on some meme coins. Because look, guys, once the cryptocurrency market goes down, the first thing that usually bumps up is altcoins, and most often than not it is meme coins and NFT tokens, isn't it? So we'll definitely take a deep dive into this. But look, guys, unfortunately, so far as the Bitcoin mining industry is concerned, the Bitcoin miners are not looking good at all. And on 11th of August, Bitcoin miners' daily revenue fell to a yearly low of only $2.54 million, and this is the lowest since October of 2023. Now it's really important to understand, guys, that this decline follows the Bitcoin halving event that did actually take place in April, isn't it? And because of that, newly minted Bitcoin has been halved, isn't it? And the daily revenue has already dropped below the $3 million in May, down from $6 million earlier this year. Definitely unfortunate news. Now look, guys, this is something which always happens in the Bitcoin world, especially after every 4 years when the Bitcoin halving occurs, and historically one of the industries that tends to go belly up is the Bitcoin mining industry, because many people are mining, so the hash rate increases. But there are only few Bitcoins minted, isn't it? These are unfortunately the crazy economics of Bitcoin mining. Now apart from that, guys, factors contributing to low revenue include the bear market, reduced Bitcoin prices, increased network difficulty, and also liquidation. But despite this, guys, some Bitcoin miners like Bitfarms, they have adapted their strategies and equipment to remain profitable. So look, guys, I wouldn't be surprised over the next coming weeks and months, you will be getting quite a lot of news regarding Bitcoin miners shutting down, because what happens, guys, is they go out and take heavy loans from banks and they have to go out and make payments, isn't it? And unfortunately, guys, the newly minted Bitcoin cannot be sold at a high price, and because of that, eventually they have to shut down the operation. So definitely unfortunate news for the Bitcoin mining industry. Now, guys, let's go and touch base on some news all the way from Turkey. And Turkey's capital market board, that is CMB, they have updated the list for crypto asset service providers following new regulations. And the update includes 47 companies that have applied to operate under the new law but are not yet officially authorized. But 3 companies have announced their intentions to liquidate. Now, providers, guys, must apply for permits or cease operations by specific deadlines with legal penalties for non-compliance. And foreign providers who are targeting Turkish residents must also halt such activities by October 2nd. Now, if you do need any information, guys, it is published by Bitcoin.com and it is in the show notes below. Now, guys, let's go and touch base on some news regarding meme coin and Dogecoin's rival, that is PlayDoge, and the ticker symbol, guys, is Play, along with that MPEPE, and the ticker symbol, guys, is MPEPE, are gaining a lot of tractions. And in just a matter of few hours, guys, they received a significant $10 million investment from a Dogecoin whale in the pre-sales. Now, PlayDoge, guys, is actually inspired by Tagamochi, and they offer a play-to-earn model, and they have quickly about $6 million in pre-sale valuation, and they have a growing social media following as well. And MPEPE, guys, they are focused on revolutionizing gaming in the meme coin space, and they're definitely seeing quite a lot of demand as well. Now, these developments, guys, definitely indicate potential challenges for Dogecoin's dominance as new and innovative meme coins like PlayDoge and MPEPE gain momentum and attract substantial investment, isn't it? Definitely crazy world, to be honest. Now, guys, let's go and discuss some unfortunate news, and this is to do with Canto Blockchain. Now, Canto, guys, is a layer 1 blockchain, and they have been offline since Saturday due to consensus issue, and the Canto token has dropped by 21%, but they have substantially recovered since the last few hours. Now, they did have an upgrade to address the issue, but it looks like it is still not functioning. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, try to follow news regarding Canto, and let's see if the blockchain is still producing blocks. Now, regarding Canto, guys, they definitely saw explosive growth after launching in August with total value locked, peaking at $200 million in March. However, guys, on-chain activity has since declined, and the total value locked has dropped down from $200 million to $13.7 million. And so far as the token is concerned, that is Canto, they have fallen 83% since May of this year. So it looks like it is clearly a bump and dump blockchain protocol, isn't it? Truth be told, guys, I haven't even heard about this, but because it has stopped producing block, I found that a massive anomaly, and I thought let me go ahead and discuss this in my Crypto and Coffee Date podcast. Now look, guys, if you're someone in Dubai, UAE, or in the Middle East, I'm pretty much sure you've heard of Dubai's VARA, that is Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, isn't it? And just a few hours ago, they actually mentioned something via the Twitter account as via LinkedIn that they have identified 8 distinct virtual asset activities. So what I want to do is, I just want to quickly run through these activities because this would give you an idea as to which license to go ahead and apply, isn't it? So there are essentially 8 distinct virtual asset activities. The first one is advisory services, and this is if you're offering personalized recommendation in relation to virtual asset transactions. The second one, guys, is broker-dealer services, and this is for businesses connecting buyers and sellers of virtual assets, facilitating transactions or intermediating virtual asset deals. The third one is custody services, and this is if you're securely storing virtual assets on behalf of an entity and acting only in accordance with the institution from the entity. The fourth one, guys, is exchange services, and I'm pretty much sure majority of the cryptocurrency exchanges will fall into this, isn't it? And this is to do with conducting an exchange, trade or conversion between virtual assets or against fiat currencies, maintaining a record of these transactions. The fifth one, guys, is lending and borrowing services, and this is if you're facilitating agreement to lend or borrow virtual assets with clear repayment terms. The sixth one, guys, is virtual asset management and investment services, and this has to do with companies that are managing virtual assets on behalf of the clients, including investment strategies and staking. The seventh one is virtual assets and settlement services, and this is if you're securely transferring virtual assets between different entities, wallets or accounts. And finally, guys, the eighth one is category 1 virtual asset issuance, and this is if you're launching a virtual asset that complies with specific regulations as stipulated by Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, if you're a centralized entity offering any of these services, definitely be updated with this, and please feel free to go ahead and contact Dubai's VARA because they will be the best person to give you the right advice, isn't it? And in the meantime, guys, if you do need any consultation, you can always drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. So these were some macro level news, guys, from the cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now let's look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. Now the first news, guys, is more of a report that is published by DMCC, that is Dubai Multi-Commodity Center. Now the report covers plethora of things, and the report actually states that crypto, technology, energy and services lead ecosystem expansion. So let me do one thing, guys, let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this, because DMCC has recorded 1023 new company registrations in H1 2024 with significant growth in crypto, technology and AI sector, and DMCC's contribution to Dubai's foreign direct investment increased to 15% in 2024, and the DMCC Crypto Center, guys, onboarded 64 new companies in H1 of 2024, and 7 virtual asset service providers joined DMCC Crypto Center, boosting its membership by over 11% year to date. And DMCC, guys, has registered 226 new technology companies, including 9 AI companies and 14 gaming companies. And DMCC, guys, launched a sustainability hub in March of 2024 to promote ESG best practices among its members. And the sustainability hub, guys, offers benefits like networking, mentorship, and access to ESG-focused venture capital and accelerator program. And DMCC, guys, is preparing to launch a new AI center in Uptown Tower, and the AI center will focus on advancing AI adoption and developing real-life AI use cases. And the AI center, guys, will be located alongside DMCC's Web3 ecosystem, including the Crypto Center and Gaming Center. And the AI Center will feature cutting-edge workplaces and AI solution showroom. And the AI Center, guys, will offer enhanced networking and collaboration opportunities for its members. Now look, as the DMCC continues to expand its ecosystem in high-value sectors like artificial intelligence and the so-called Web3 spaces in it, and the launch of AI Center is part of DMCC's strategy to build the next generation of industry ecosystem. And DMCC's strategy for the second half of 2024 includes consolidated real estate developments and expanding networks in AI and Web3 space. And DMCC, guys, aims to position Dubai as a major global trade hub for AI and blockchain technologies. And DMCC's approach to driving global investment includes offering curated services and commercial spaces tailored to business needs in emerging tech sectors. And DMCC's continuous focus on innovation and ecosystem development position itself as a leader in AI and blockchain industries. So definitely positive news. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss second news, and this is to do with artificial intelligence. And Dubai International Chamber supports UAE-based Mirana's collaboration with Vietnamese technology company called FPT. So let me go ahead and share more information regarding this, because the collaboration, guys, focuses on empowering UAE nationals and delivering advanced technology solutions locally. In this partnership, aims to provide Emiratis with digital skills, and they are going to do that through specialized training programs in AI and modern software. Now, a memorandum of understanding was signed at Dubai's Chambers headquarters, and the signing was witnessed by Mohammed Ali Rashid Luta, the president and CEO of Dubai Chambers, and also the ambassador of Vietnam to UAE. And the memorandum of understanding, guys, offers Emiratis and people of determination opportunities to develop digital skills in AI and software. Definitely brilliant and positive news, isn't it? And the training cards will be provided through FPT Group's global programs. Now, the Memorandum of Understanding is the result of Mirana's participation in Dubai International Chamber's trade mission to Vietnam in May 2024. Now, the Dubai Chamber guys organized a business meeting with FPT Group, which led to the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding, and the collaboration covers key sectors including semiconductors, software development, and product engineering. And this partnership, guys, aligns with Dubai's Universal Blueprint for Artificial Intelligence objectives, and the objective include accelerating AI adoption across sectors and positioning Dubai as a leading AI economy, isn't it? And Matar Al-Mahiri, the CEO of Mirana, highlighted the agreement provides UAE local access to over 3,000 AI experts from FPT, and the collaboration enhances Dubai's status as a pioneering hub for advanced technologies as well as innovation. And this partnership guys supports Dubai's ambition to be a knowledge-based economy. And Ramar Gadar, the regional CEO of FPT, has emphasized the Memorandum of Understanding's value to the UAE market, and FPT guys will leverage AI, cloud, hyper-automation, IoT and low-code technologies to deliver innovative solutions in the UAE. And Mirana Technologies, guys, since its launch in 2022, has expanded to UK, Egypt, and even India as well, and they are specializing in software, hardware, and IT services. So definitely positive news. And what's really important to note, guys, that this particular news is actually published by Emirates News Agency, which is the official government channel, and the website is www.wam.ae. So these were the newscasts from the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And guys, also please feel free to go and check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse, even central bank digital currency. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kickstart with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Sammy who asks, with Bitcoin miners' daily revenue going down, how will this impact the long-term sustainability of the mining operations? Sammy, this is such a brilliant and beautiful question. Now, every time there is a Bitcoin halving, there is this timeline that occurs that miners tend to suffer a lot, and what happens is they tend to sell newly minted Bitcoin because they want to go ahead and pay off their loans, isn't it? Because how the Bitcoin mining industry works, there is massive, huge investment required, and the economies of scale is absolutely humongous, and every 4 years, the cost increases. At the same time, the Bitcoin they have received has actually gone down, isn't it? And the only way they can profit from it is if the Bitcoin prices have increased, and if they are selling it, isn't it? Now, historically, after every Bitcoin halving, a lot of the Bitcoin miners tend to go belly up, or they get taken over by competing companies, and this could potentially lead to centralization as well. With US elections coming up, as the next president of United States of America, I'm pretty much sure President Donald Trump will definitely try to have initiatives for big companies to go ahead and set the mining operations, maybe giving them reduction in taxes, maybe even offer them free taxes, isn't it? That would give miners a financial benefit to go ahead and continue the operation. And in my episode, Sammy, that I released yesterday, I talked about Russia's president, that is Vladimir Putin. He has actually signed a bill to go ahead and legalize Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining, isn't it? Now, regarding the miners' fees is concerned, it's really important to understand that this is primarily focused on proof of work mining, isn't it? Because the expense is so high, that adds to the layer of security, in my opinion. I don't see such cases happening so far as proof of stake is concerned, or any other consensus algorithm is concerned. Now look, the only way the Bitcoin miners would benefit is if the prices of Bitcoin are reaching the all-time high. Now, with institutional adoptions kicking in, and with numerous amount of spot ETFs being approved, that is Bitcoin ETF as well as Ethereum ETF, I'm pretty much sure if you look at it from a longer term horizon, the prices of Bitcoin will be pumping up, but only the strong will survive, to be honest, because as I mentioned earlier, some of the Bitcoin miners, they have taken loans and they need to go ahead and make payments. Unfortunately, if the prices of Bitcoin tends to go down, they are forced to liquidate the assets and they are forced to file for bankruptcy as well. And this is the time when top players tend to take over. That could potentially lead to centralization as well, but definitely an interesting question. And that's about all, guys, on the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. And guys, please feel free to go and check out our website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, stablecoins, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse, even artificial intelligence. And also, guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., we have Crypto with Coffee podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East, from the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and now artificial intelligence world as well. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.